Move now. The angelic architect holds the keys to your new home.
Stop everything. God has entrusted me with an urgent message specifically for you, right now, concerning the space you are currently in. I know the exhaustion, the feeling of fighting for every inch, the weariness of dwelling in a place that no longer serves the magnitude of your destiny. But the devil has been trying to deceive you, whispering that you are stuck, that the current conditions are permanent. That lie is being broken today. The Heavenly Father commanded me to tell you, you are about to move. This is not a distant promise. This is a decree of immediate relocation, a monumental shift that will touch every area of your life, starting with your dwelling place. This message is your warning and your roadmap. Do not let the enemy steal this word from you. Every second of this video is consecrated to unlock the keys to your new home. Stay with me, for your new reality begins in the next few minutes. The immediate warning, the enemy's final attempt to block your move. Pause. Stop scrolling right now. If you are feeling a sudden, intense wave of doubt, fear, or financial anxiety in this exact moment, it is not a coincidence. It is the enemy's final, desperate attempt to block the divine shift that is already underway for you. I know the weariness you carry. I know the nights you have spent staring at the ceiling, wondering when the cycle of almost there will finally break. You have felt the spiritual pressure in your current dwelling. The walls feel tight, the finances constrict, and the atmosphere seems heavy with the residue of past battles. This is not just old paint or a creaking floorboard. This is a spiritual battle for your territory. The forces of delay and poverty have held a leash on your life for far too long, whispering that the promised land is always just out of reach. But I have come with a prophetic mandate. The devourer of your finances and the spirit of stasis holding your address hostage are being rebuked. Right now, listen closely, my child, because the window of opportunity is narrow, and the enemy knows what is coming. When God prepares a grand entrance for you, a new home, a new level of influence, a new abundance, the adversary mobilizes his forces for one last ambush. He wants you distracted, discouraged, and defaulting on the faith you have diligently built. That sudden car repair bill, that unexpected medical expense, that overwhelming sense of, what if I fail? These are not random events. They are calculated maneuvers to make you look down at the problem instead of looking up at the promise. You have been battling with the spirit of the temporary address, the places you have lived, the jobs you have held, the relationships you have endured. Many were meant to be brief stops, but the enemy managed to anchor you there. He convinced you that scarcity was safety, that small was secure. He made the lack feel familiar. I saw your tears. I heard your plea for a breakthrough that is substantial, permanent, and undeniable. Your plea was not ignored. The heavenly court has issued a decree of relocation. Your current location is not just four walls. It is a threshold of transition. You have already outgrown it spiritually, emotionally, and vocationally. Your destiny requires more space, better foundation, and a cleaner atmosphere. The enemy's most cunning lie is this: you are not ready for a blessing this big. He wants you to believe that the debt is too large, the credit is too poor, or the timing is simply wrong. I am here to declare that your readiness is not determined by your bank account, but by your faith. The immediate warning I bring you is this: do not commit to any long-term financial obligation that feels forced or rushed in the next 72 hours. The enemy is creating artificial pressure, false urgency on smaller, detrimental decisions to distract you from the grand, divine opportunity. He wants you to sign a contract for a small lease renewal, or take on a debt that binds you just as the door to the mansion is opening. Guard your signature, guard your savings, and above all, guard your peace. You have tried every human solution to make your current situation work. You have painted the walls, rearranged the furniture, and tried to manifest peace in a place that lacks the proper foundation for your expansion. The problem is not your effort. The problem is the territory. The land you occupy has reached its limit for your growth. When a seed is ready to become a tree, it cannot stay in the small pot. You are a mighty tree, and God is transplanting you to the fertile ground of your inheritance. This move is not just a change of scenery. It is a divine acceleration of your prosperity. The blessing of the new home is inextricably linked to a wealth transfer. The resources required for this significant upgrade are already positioned and awaiting your act of faith. But faith demands action, and action demands that you acknowledge the current spiritual reality. The time for passively enduring is over. The noise of the enemy's slander, his lies that you are a failure, that you are destined for poverty, that your family will always struggle, is about to be silenced by the sound of keys jingling in your hand. New keys. These keys will unlock a place where peace dwells, where your creativity flows unimpeded, and where your financial multiplication is not just possible, but inevitable. I saw the angelic assignment. There are heavenly hosts right now, standing by your current door and preparing to escort you. They are neutralizing the spiritual landmines the enemy has placed in your path and are securing the route to your destiny address. But they need your compliance. They need you to declare war on the spirit of delay. If you are tired of the constant battle, the never-ending maintenance of something that is clearly breaking down, then heed this warning. Do not look back at the Egypt of your past lack. The enemy wants you to mourn what you think you are leaving behind, the false comfort of the familiar struggle. Do not be tempted to go back, even for a moment of doubt. Your new home is your new beginning. It is a place free from the generational residue of lack, a place saturated with the promise of abundance, a code of urgency. The word now is stamped on this prophecy. What would take 5 years to achieve in the natural, I am accelerating into 5 days for the faithful. Do you receive this acceleration? Are you ready to witness an instantaneous breakthrough that shatters the financial ceiling over your head? Your command is simple. Watch every moment of this message. Do not skip a single second. The enemy wants to distract you with a notification, a text, or an email. Do not let him steal the code of your new address. The devourer wants you to click away, but I decree that you will stay and claim your inheritance. Your declaration must seal this warning. As a sign of your faith and your obedience to this divine instruction, and to repel the final attack of the enemy, write this in the comments below right now. I receive my new home and my financial freedom. Declare it with authority and prepare for the next revelation, the unfolding blueprint, a divine revelation of your new address. Forget the address you currently hold in your mind. The coordinates of your destiny have changed, and I am here to give you the divine revelation of your new address. This is not just a dream. It is the unfolding blueprint from the very architect of the universe, and it is customized specifically for your greatest breakthrough. I have heard the details of your request. I know the desires of your heart are not superficial. You do not just want 4 walls, you want sanctuary. You want a place where the atmosphere facilitates your purpose, where your children thrive, and where your finances multiply without struggle. The enemy has tried to make you settle for scraps, but I decree that you are moving from survival to sovereignty. Many of you have spent countless hours agonizing over real estate listings, only to find disappointment, closed doors, or costs that were far beyond your reach. You tried to build a destiny with human strength, but now I am revealing the heavenly construction plan. The door you thought was closed was simply waiting for the divine key, a key I am handing you now through this prophetic word. This new address is not defined by ZP codes or market trends. It is defined by divine alignment. It is a space where your spirit will finally breathe freely. I saw the constraints you have been under, the cramped spaces that choked your creativity, the loud neighborhoods that stole your peace, the constant need for repair that devoured your precious resources. That cycle of financial drain is being instantly broken. I am showing you the 3 foundational pillars of your new dwelling, aspects you must affirm in faith to lock in the transfer. Pillar 1, the principle of expansion. Your new home will be a reflection of your expanded purpose. It will provide the necessary space for the ministry, the business, or the family that I am raising up through you. If you previously settled for small because of fear, I am decreeing magnitude. Prepare for rooms for growth, for entertaining the blessings I send, and for the quiet solitude required for deeper communion with me. Your previous limits are being removed. Pillar 2, the element of peace and protection. The new structure is sealed with an angelic guard. You will move from a place of spiritual warfare over the land to a place of rest and refuge. The noise of the enemy will be muffled. The current of anxiety you have felt will be replaced with an unshakable peace that permeates every corner. This house is not just insured by a company, it is guaranteed by heaven. Pillar 3, the location of unprecedented favor. The very location, the neighborhood, the city, the community, is strategically placed for your acceleration. I am aligning you with people of influence, resources, and vision. Your new neighbors will be catalysts for your breakthrough. Your journey to prosperity will be shorter, as I am removing geographical and relational obstacles. Where you settle is where your greatest wealth transfer will occur. This revelation is an act of accelerated destiny. You do not need to save for 5 more years. You do not need to wait for the market to crash. I am creating a supernatural shortcut. Think of it as a divine equity transfer. The years you spent faithfully enduring lack in the old place are now being credited as a massive down payment for the new. The sacrifice was noted. The patience has paid off. I saw the specific details of the anointing on this new place. For some of you, this house will be a place of instantaneous healing. The minute you walk through the door, a chronic ailment or a lingering family sickness will dissipate. For others, it will be a center of financial multiplication. The very ground will be fertile for business ideas, inventions, and income streams that were blocked in your former dwelling. You must act on this blueprint now. Faith is the key that turns the invisible coordinate into visible reality. Stop doubting the how and start declaring the what. Begin to clear space in your current home, not just physically, but mentally, to receive the new. You are clearing the land for the harvest. You cannot carry the baggage of the old mindsets into the new address. The devourer of finances will try to whisper a lie right now. This sounds too good to be true. It's an illusion. He wants you to rationalize this prophetic word away. But I tell you, the magnitude of the blessing is only limited by the capacity of your faith. Your God does not deal in meager transactions. I deal in the overflow of abundance. I am performing a miracle in the paperwork. I am intervening in the natural system of mortgages, credit scores, and legal barriers. Where there was rejection, there will be instant approval. Where there was an insurmountable debt, there will be a supernatural clearance. Watch the mail, watch your inbox, and watch the phone calls you receive in the next few days. There will be an unexpected communication that serves as the confirmation of your new address. I need you to visualize this new home with absolute clarity. See the light streaming in. Smell the newness of the air. Feel the peace settling over you. This visualization is not fantasy. It is the spiritual deposit that activates the physical manifestation. This is the moment to claim the title deed to your prophetic promise. Do not be afraid of the size of the responsibility that comes with abundance. I am not just giving you a house. I am giving you a platform. Your new home is a foundation for greater ministry, greater generosity, and greater influence in the world. This is about establishing a legacy, not just securing a personal comfort. This is your moment of acceleration. The forces of heaven are now moving mountains in the financial sector, aligning the resources and the people necessary to transfer ownership to your name. Believe the impossible, because your God specializes in instantaneous, undeniable miracles. To seal this blueprint and prepare your spirit for the shift, You must declare it. Write, "I am moving now. I receive the new address" in the comment. This is your decree. Declare it and proceed to the next revelation. Breaking the generational lease. Evicting the spirit of lack from your lineage. I decree a shattering of every chain. You are not just moving out of a physical house. You are breaking a generational lease that the spirit of lack held over your bloodline. I saw the struggle, the poverty, and the constant financial debt that followed your family from generation to generation. That cycle ends with you in this very moment, with this divine relocation. Listen to the gravity of this revelation, my child. Your current struggle is often not a reflection of your own efforts, but the manifestation of an old, unrenounced contract. When your ancestors, out of hardship, fear, or ignorance, made silent covenants with scarcity, they unwittingly signed a lease that allowed the devourer to perpetually collect rent on your family's resources. This is why the money always vanished, why every breakthrough was followed by a devastating setback, and why your salary seemed to run out before the month did. This is not bad luck. It is a spiritual blockage tied to a generational curse of lack. But I am here, the ultimate landlord, the authority over every legal and spiritual document, and I declare that that lease is null and void today. Your move to the new home is the physical manifestation of your spiritual eviction notice to the spirit of poverty and debt is camped around your family's inheritance. Think of your current dwelling, your old address, as a representation of this generational bondage. It housed the frustration, the limitation, and the constant, almost there energy. You were carrying the weight of multiple generations who never achieved financial stability, whose dreams were perpetually deferred. I am relieving you of that burden. The keys to your new home represent the title deed to your family's financial freedom. The enemy will try to intimidate you with the memories of the past. He will whisper, "Your father failed, your grandmother was poor, and you are destined for the same." Rebuke that lie instantly. You are an anchor of breakthrough. When you step into your new home, you are not just securing your future. You are redeeming your past and blessing your descendants. Your children will inherit abundance, not debt. They will inherit blessing, not bondage. I saw the angelic action taking place right now. An angel is currently tearing up the original lease document of lack that was written against your family line. The ink of poverty is being washed away by the blood of the covenant. Your debt-to-income ratio in the natural may look impossible, but I am applying a supernatural credit score based on your faith and your willingness to believe this prophetic word. The strategy for eviction. To fully break this generational lease, you must engage in a prophetic act of faith right where you are. 1. Renounce the covenant of scarcity. Declare out loud, "I renounce every generational covenant with poverty, lack, and debt. I break the cycle of not enough over my family line. The lease is terminated." 2. Declare the new inheritance. Proclaim that your new home is a portal of perpetual abundance. It is a place where every seed sown yields a multiplied harvest, and where resources flow freely, not restrictively. 3. Acknowledge the devourer's defeat. Understand that the financial attacks you experienced leading up to this point were the final kicks of a defeated foe. The devourer knows he must leave your finances because your dwelling is changing to consecrated ground. This move is a spiritual reset for your entire financial identity. You are transitioning from the mindset of the debtor to the mindset of the owner and the generous giver. The abundance I am releasing is not just for your comfort. It is to make you a channel of blessing to others, proving that the chains are truly broken. The manifestation will be swift and undeniable. You will see unexpected inheritances materialize. Old, forgotten debts owed to you will be repaid. Legal loopholes that hindered your progress will suddenly close in your favor. This is the restoration of everything the years of lack stole from your family. Do not permit the voice of doubt to make you calculate the cost of this move based on your limited resources. I am the source, and my resources are limitless. I am giving you a debt-free entrance into your new chapter. The mortgage that seemed too high, the down payment that was impossible, I am dissolving those mountains. Your faith must be your only financial statement. Believe that the keys I am giving you unlock not only a house, but an entire realm of financial possibility that was previously sealed off by the generational curse. You are the one chosen to anchor the blessing for your future. This is your moment to stand on the threshold of freedom. The old address represents the past limitation. The new address represents unlimited, consecrated abundance. Do not waste another second dwelling under the shadow of past failures. Step into the light of this new decree to seal this generational breakthrough and lock in the eviction of the spirit of lack. Write this powerful declaration in the comments now. I am the breakthrough. I am free from generational debt. Let your decree be heard in the spiritual realms and prepare for the confirmation signs that follow. The 5 sudden signs. How to know the shift is happening in the next 5 days. Pause. Stop everything you are doing. The moment of proof is here. The greatest danger is not the enemy's attack, but your lack of recognition of the 5 sudden signs that are manifesting around you right now. Confirming your shift is scheduled for the next 5 days. I know you need confirmation. Your human mind, accustomed to delays and disappointment, demands evidence. The enemy is trying to blur your spiritual vision, making you focus on the bills in your hand rather than the keys I am placing in your future. But I will not allow you to miss this acceleration. I have sealed a covenant with you, and to honor it, I am deploying 5 undeniable codes, 5 sudden signs that will manifest in your life between now and the end of the next 5 days, guaranteeing your move and your financial freedom. What took years to accumulate will now be unlocked in mere days. Do not ignore the small, seemingly random occurrences. I work through the ordinary to establish the extraordinary. Your assignment now is to remain alert and acknowledge these 5 confirmations as they erupt into your reality. Sign 1. The sudden, unstoppable peace. The inner confirmation. You have lived under a cloud of financial and relational anxiety for too long. You have carried the weight of the impossible, the shame of the debt, and the fear of the future. The first sign will be an unbearable lightness that settles upon your spirit. It is not manufactured hope. It is a supernatural, unshakable peace regarding your financial situation and your impending move. Where you were once paralyzed by the complexity of mortgages, down payments, and logistics, you will now feel a quiet, profound certainty that it is done. The fear will dissipate, not because the money is in the bank yet, but because the divine guarantee has been activated in your heart. This peace is the spiritual deposit of your new home. If you wake up tomorrow and the anxiety that has haunted you for months is suddenly gone, know that the clock has started and your move is imminent. Sign 2. The unexpected financial breakthrough. The resource alignment. This is the immediate manifestation of the devourer being rebuked. The second sign is a sudden, unanticipated inflow of resources. This is not your paycheck. This is the wealth transfer I spoke of. It might come as a forgotten debt repaid, a surprising settlement, a large, unexpected bonus, an investment that suddenly skyrockets, or even a literal check that arrives in the mail from an unknown source. The magnitude of this inflow will overshoot your immediate need. It will be undeniable proof that I am not just supplying your need, but funding your abundance. I am accelerating the financial process so quickly that the natural system cannot keep pace. Do not question the source. Simply receive the provision and use it as the down payment on the future I have decreed for you. This financial surge is the heavenly equity being released to cover the costs of your transition. Sign 3. Supernatural favor in documentation and authority. The legal clearance. The enemy's tactic is to tangle you in bureaucratic red tape, legal delays, and paper blocks. The third sign is instantaneous favor in every area requiring human approval. You will call an authority figure, a banker, a loan officer, a landlord, a real estate agent, and the door will swing open without effort. Where there should be an arduous process, there will be a supernatural fast track. Documents you thought would be denied will be instantly approved. Objections that were insurmountable will vanish. Someone in authority, whom you have never met, will take a personal interest in your case and clear the path. The laws of man will bend to the decree of heaven. If you witness a major legal or financial block dissolving in less than 24 hours, understand that my angelic architects are at work, clearing the way for your title deed. Sign 4. The breaking of an old, stubborn habit, the personal purging. The fourth sign is deeply personal and necessary for your longevity in the new home. You cannot carry the spiritual residue of the old place into the new atmosphere of abundance. I saw the crippling habit, the one that drained your energy, stole your focus, or sabotaged your success, that you have fought for years. In these next 5 days, you will experience a supernatural release from that specific addiction or limiting behavior. You will simply wake up and the desire will be gone. This purge is the evidence that I am consecrating you first, before I consecrate your dwelling. The freedom from that bondage is your signal that you are now fit for the inheritance. This new home requires a new level of spiritual discipline, and I am granting you the power to achieve it instantaneously. Sign 5. The confirmed alignment and testimony, the external echo. The final sign is the unsolicited word of confirmation that comes from an external source, a prophet, a friend, a mentor, or even a stranger. This person will speak words to you that align exactly with the details of this prophecy. Without you having revealed the details of this message, someone will say, "I see you moving soon," or "Your financial cycle is changing this week," or "You are finally walking into the house I promised you." This external echo is the universe aligning itself with my decree. Furthermore, you will receive a testimony from someone else, a story of miraculous, sudden breakthrough in their own life, which serves as a pre-confirmation of what I am about to do for you. Your faith will ignite their story, and their story will confirm your move. An urgent mandate and a call to sow. These 5 signs are your proof. Do not delay your faith. The enemy's last strategy is to flood your mind with so much noise that you miss the quiet, definitive confirmation of the signs. You must walk in vigilance and declaration. As you receive this powerful, accelerating word, if this message is igniting a fire of faith, preparing you for the magnitude of the destiny I am unfolding, and you feel led to sow into this prophetic ground, to ensure this message of breakthrough, deliverance, and divine relocation reaches millions of others who are struggling in darkness and lack. This is your moment to honor the source. The principle of sowing is the mechanism of multiplication. When you invest in the spread of my kingdom message, you are signaling to the universe that you are not just a receiver of abundance, but a steward and a channel of it. If you have found value in this prophetic revelation and wish to partner with the mission of setting other captives free from the generational lease of poverty, you can honor this message with a super thanks below. Your sowing is not just a transaction. It is a spiritual seal on your own promise of breakthrough, ensuring your new home is a hub of perpetual blessing and overflow. Your final declaration for Chapter 4. Do not be distracted. Your time is measured in 5 days, not 5 years. Your move is certain. To solidify these signs and declare your readiness to recognize them, write this powerful command in the comments below. My 5 signs are manifesting now. I claim the immediate shift. Declare it, believe it, and prepare for the next revelation on who is orchestrating this miracle, the angelic architect. Who is preparing the way for your prosperity? Wake up! You are not walking into this breakthrough alone. The reason your shift is guaranteed and accelerated is that an entire division of heaven has been assigned to your case. You must understand the magnitude of the angelic architect assigned to your destiny, for they are preparing the way for your prosperity and laying the foundation for your new home right now. I have seen your solitude, the moments where you felt like a lone warrior fighting against overwhelming odds. debt collectors, legal obstacles, and physical sickness. The enemy wants you to believe that the success of your move depends solely on your credit score or your bank balance. That is a monumental lie. The true forces at work are not visible to the natural eye, and they are infinitely more powerful than any earthly resistance. The angelic architect is a specific, high-ranking messenger of heaven, deployed with a precise mandate to design, finance, and secure the dwelling place that matches your destiny and your newly released level of abundance. Think of this entity as the divine project manager overseeing every detail of your relocation. What is the angelic architect doing in this very moment? 1. Neutralizing financial vipers. I saw this angel neutralizing the vipers in the financial system, the individuals or systems designed to delay, reject, or overcharge you. They are inserting divine codes of favor into the bank's computers, the credit agency's records, and the loan officer's heart. The unfavorable report you thought was fixed is now being completely erased. The debt is being dissolved. 2. Preparing the grounds. Before you even see the house, the angelic architect is cleansing the land. Every new dwelling has a history. This angel is evicting any lingering spirit of previous conflict, financial loss, or sickness from the property I have earmarked for you. They are establishing an atmosphere of peace, healing, and unstoppable multiplication so that when you arrive, you step onto holy, fertile ground. 3. Aligning the keys. This angel is working in the natural realm, aligning the seller, the buyer, the agents, and the lawyers. I saw a sudden, unexplainable urge in the heart of the current owner of your future home to sell quickly and at a favorable price. They are motivated by an urgency they do not understand, but it is the angelic architect ensuring the path is clear for your instantaneous takeover. Your current address is being spiritually dismantled. The angelic architect is preparing to close that chapter swiftly. The weariness you feel in your current place is the spiritual discomfort of an environment whose mission is completed. You are like a butterfly ready to leave the chrysalis. The old shell must feel restrictive, so you are forced to break free. Do not fight the discomfort. See it as a push into your new destiny, a hidden danger to avoid. The enemy's counter-strategy to the angelic architect is doubt and passive procrastination. He wants you to sit back and say, "If the angel is doing it, I don't have to do anything." That is a fatal error. The angels work with your faith, not in place of it. Your faith is the spiritual fuel for their mission. You must take the action steps of faith. Start packing. Even one box is a decree. Begin clearing out the spiritual clutter of the old house. Speak daily declarations over your finances and your future address. Your greatest partnership is with this angelic architect. They are not distant. They are standing by you, waiting for your commands of faith. When you declare, "I receive my new home debt-free," you are giving the angel the full authorization to proceed with the accelerated financing. Your words are the building permits of heaven. I am revealing a divine principle. The quality of your dwelling reflects the value you place on your assignment. I am upgrading your dwelling because I am upgrading your purpose. Your new home will not just be a shelter, it will be a hub of ministry, a center of innovation, and a fortress of abundance. This angelic architect is building a place that can contain the magnitude of the blessing and the influence I am about to pour through you. The test of the unexpected call. In the next 24 to 48 hours, be hyper-aware of a seemingly random phone call, text, or email concerning a long-forgotten financial or property matter. This communication is the signature of the angelic architect on your paperwork. It will be the supernatural intervention that breaks the stalemate. It could be an approval, a grant, or an unexpected return on an old investment. Do not dismiss it. It is the key to your acceleration. If you have been feeling exhausted, understand that the angelic architect has been fighting battles for you that you never even knew existed. They have intercepted curses, blocked financial attacks, and shielded you from legal traps. Now, your part is simply to believe and declare, Sow into the prophecy. If this revelation has stirred your spirit and given you undeniable confidence that heaven is actively involved in your move, and you wish to honor the commitment of the angelic architect, this is your opportunity to sow into the prophetic seed. By clicking Super Thanks and investing in the continued spread of these messages of divine intervention and financial deliverance, you are aligning your resources with heaven's agenda. This is a crucial step for activating the overflow in your new home, ensuring that your blessing is not just personal, but a generational river of provision. Sow today to seal your partnership with the angelic architect. Your decree of partnership. The time for waiting is over. The blueprint is signed and the construction is complete. To seal your partnership with the angelic architect and activate the final stages of your move, write this powerful decree in the comments now. The angelic architect is working. I receive my new home now. Declare it and prepare for the next vital warning. The hidden cost of waiting. Why delaying your faith will cost you the keys. Hear me now. I speak this not as a threat, but as an urgent warning from the throne. The greatest peril you face is not the enemy's power, but your own procrastination in faith. There is a hidden, devastating cost to waiting, a spiritual principle of scarcity that will cause you to lose the keys to your new home if you delay your declaration. Now, I have set a specific, narrow window for this transfer of property. When I open a door of accelerated destiny, that door does not remain open indefinitely. It is an act of divine favor that requires an immediate, corresponding act of human faith. The enemy knows this window is closing, and his primary strategy right now is paralysis by analysis. He wants you to overthink the details, recalculate the impossibility, and delay the actions that seal the promise. The cost of inaction is greater than the cost of faith. You have been conditioned to believe that caution is wisdom, but in this specific prophetic moment, caution is disobedient. Every day you spend entertaining doubt, you are allowing the enemy to accrue spiritual interest on the generational debt I have already canceled. What exactly are you losing by delaying your faith? 1. Loss of acceleration. The time penalty. I have promised a shift that takes 5 days instead of 5 years. If you hold back your faith, you forfeit the acceleration. Your miracle will still happen, but it will revert back to the natural timeline. The struggle, the waiting, the gradual saving. The cost of waiting is the loss of time you can never recover. You lose years of peace, years of multiplication, and years of influence that could have been established in your new dwelling. 2. Loss of undeniable favor, the erosion of proof. The angelic architect is currently inserting extreme favor into the legal and financial systems. If you delay, the natural mechanisms, the banks, the contracts, the regulations will begin to reassert their complexity. The supernatural fast track will slow down. The miracle will become messy. The proof of my power will be diminished. I want your breakthrough to be so clean and so swift that no one can deny it was my hand. 3. Loss of the perfect alignment, the seizure of opportunity. I have designated a specific home for you, a property perfectly aligned with your purpose and protected by my blessing. If you hesitate, that perfect property will be claimed by someone else whose faith was quicker. You will be forced to settle for a good thing when I had reserved the best for you. Your reluctance hands your inheritance to a more daring believer. The enemy's lullaby. The adversary is singing a lullaby of comfort right now. Wait until you see the money in your account. Wait until the papers are signed. That is the exact opposite of how my kingdom operates. You must act on the promise before you see the provision. Your faith is the spiritual signature on the contract. I saw the key in your hand, child, but your hand is trembling with fear and uncertainty, preventing you from fully grasping it. The time for fear is over. This is the hour of audacious declaration. This is your test of the threshold. The enemy will send a significant distraction, a crisis that demands your full attention and resources. forcing you to step away from this message and focus on the immediate problem. This is your test. Do not fall for the distraction. The devil wants you to spend your last resources fixing an old problem so you have nothing left to claim your new blessing. Keep your eyes on the prize. Your mandate for immediate action. 1. Declare your address. Begin speaking about your new home as if you already live there. Use future language in the present tense. 2. Take a radical step of faith. Do one thing today that you would only do if you knew the money was already secured. Call the real estate agent, look at the property, or start getting quotes for the move. Action destroys doubt. A call to share the blessing. I have given you this urgent word not just for your own deliverance, but for the liberation of others. You are now equipped with the code of acceleration and the warning of delay. I want you to look into your heart and identify 3 people in your life right now who are struggling under the heavy burden of debt, lack, or stagnation in their dwelling. They are fighting the same generational lease you just broke. Share this video with those 3 people immediately. By sharing this message, you are not just forwarding a link, you are extending the window of divine favor to them. You are acting as a catalyst for their shift. When you sow this word of life into their soil, I decree a triple harvest of blessing and protection upon your new home, ensuring its foundation remains unshakable. The law of harvest guarantees that what you give away, you multiply in return. Share this message now, before the enemy tells you to wait. Your final decree against delay, to break the spirit of procrastination and claim the immediate acceleration. Write this bold declaration in the comments below. I refuse to delay. I claim my keys now. Declare it with authority. Share this message and move into the next profound revelation, the prophetic inventory, what you must leave behind to enter your new season. Listen carefully, my child. Before you cross the threshold of your new, abundant dwelling, a crucial spiritual process must occur, the prophetic inventory. You cannot carry the baggage of your old season, the spiritual and emotional clutter, into the clean, consecrated atmosphere of your new home. This is your moment of purification. The greatest challenge of any major shift is the temptation to bring the residue of the past into the promise of the future. Your old home, the one you are leaving, is not just filled with furniture. It is filled with memories, traumas, financial limitations, and the energy of lack. If you pack those things, you will simply recreate the old cycle of struggle in your new, beautiful environment. I am decreeing a total spiritual and emotional separation from the things that held you captive. The 3 categories of clutter you must inventory and abandon. 1. The inventory of financial trauma, the mental scarcity. You must leave behind the mindset of scarcity. This is the lingering fear that the money will always run out, the anxiety that every blessing is conditional, and the belief that you must hoard resources. I have broken the generational lease of lack, but you must now break the mental covenant with poverty. Leave behind the habit of constantly worrying about bills that are already paid. Leave behind the need to always justify your expenditure and your blessings to others. Leave behind the shame associated with past debts and financial mistakes. Your new home is a hub of abundance, and abundance requires a mindset of overflow and generosity. When you look at your bank account, you must see the potential for giving, not just the measure of your survival. Declare out loud, the scarcity mindset stops here. I walk into abundance. 2. The inventory of emotional residue, the unforgiven chains. Your old dwelling holds the energy of every argument, every disappointment, and every broken promise. Unforgiveness is a spiritual anchor that will weigh down your new foundation and block the flow of. You cannot build a sanctuary if the air is heavy with the poison of bitterness. Leave behind any resentment toward those who failed to help you when you were struggling. Leave behind the self-blame and guilt over your own past failures and missed opportunity. Leave behind the spiritual attachment to broken or draining relationships that are not meant to follow you into your season of peace. Forgiveness is not a sentiment. It is a prophetic act of liberation. When you forgive, you cut the emotional ties to the old address, clearing the path for the pure, unadulterated joy that awaits you. Your new home is a place of healing and restoration. 3. The inventory of unused promises, the broken faith. In your current home, you likely have boxes or drawers filled with things you bought years ago, believing they would be used for a dream that never manifested. These items, the someday projects, can become monuments to deferred hope and a subtle drain on your energy. Leave behind the pursuit of destiny paths that I clearly closed or redirected. Leave behind the clothes, books, or tools associated with an identity you have outgrown. Leave behind the constant waiting for human approval or validation before moving on your divine assignment. Your new season demands a new level of spiritual organization. Decluttering your space is a spiritual process that tells the universe, I trust the future, and I am not holding on to the remnants of the past failure. When you lighten the load, you accelerate the move. A prophetic act of clearing. I want you to perform a specific action. Go into the darkest, most cluttered corner of your current dwelling, the place that collects the dust, the place you avoid. Take one item from that corner, an item that symbolizes your greatest burden, a past debt notice, a symbol of a broken dream, or simply something you hate. Throw it away, destroy it, or give it away as an offering of faith. This is your symbolic divorce from the spirit of lack and stagnation. The promise of consecration. When you perform this prophetic inventory, I decree that your new home will be a place of perpetual newness. The atmosphere will be so consecrated that fear cannot enter, debt cannot remain, and sickness cannot take root. It will be a place where every word you speak multiplies life and abundance. The time for living in the remnants of yesterday is over. Step into the freshness, the purity, and the promise of your new tomorrow. Do not let sentimentality cost you your breakthrough. The best is not behind you. It is literally waiting for you at your new address. A call to share the purity. If this message of purification has hit you deeply, you know others are struggling to let go of their past burdens. As a sign of your commitment to a clean break and a pure future, I urge you to share this message with 3 people who need to hear this urgent call to inventory and abandon their clutter. By sharing this liberating truth, you are actively participating in the cleansing of the spiritual atmosphere around you. Your decree of abandonment and purity. To seal this prophetic inventory and declare your readiness for a clean slate, write this powerful command in the comments now. I abandon the old. My new home is consecrated. Declare it with authority and prepare for the next miraculous revelation concerning your finances. The financial devourer is rebuked. The wealth transfer for your down payment. Be silent, fear. I am stepping in to silence the greatest lie holding you back, the lack of the down payment. I decree that the financial devourer, the spirit that steals your resources at the moment of breakthrough, is not only rebuked, but is now forced to release the wealth transfer necessary for your move in full. I know the mathematics of your move seems impossible. You have looked at the price tag of your dream home, then at the meager balance of your saving, and the chasm seemed too wide to cross. You have faithfully paid your tithes, diligently worked, and yet the funds for this monumental upgrade always seemed to evaporate. This was the devourer at work. His assignment was to intercept every major financial seed planted in your life, ensuring you would never have the capital for generational change. But I am declaring an immediate financial reversal. The time for waiting for a gradual accumulation is over. You are now entering a season of supernatural wealth transfer where resources you did not earn, did not calculate, and did not expect are being rerouted directly into your hand. This is the divine compensation for the years the enemy stole from you. The mechanism of the wealth transfer. This transfer is not tied to your current income. It is tied to your covenant. Because you broke the generational lease of lack, chapter 3, and you took the prophetic inventory, chapter 7, the spiritual blockage has been removed. Now, The river of resource can flow freely. 1. Reimbursement from the enemy's storehouse. I am forcing the devourer to cough up everything he stole. This could manifest as a sudden, massive settlement from an old legal case, the unexpected liquidation of an asset you forgot you owned, or even a large debt-free inheritance from a distant relative you never expected to hear from. The funds for your down payment are not coming from your job. They are coming from your past redemption. 2. The unexpected gift of favor. I am placing a compelling, urgent desire in the heart of a person of influence, someone you may not even know, to fund a significant portion of your move. They will feel a divine mandate to bless you with a check, a grant, or a full equity transfer simply because your time has come. This person acts as a vessel of my accelerated provision. 3. The instant debt dissolution. The down payment required is often heavily impacted by existing debt. To clear the path, I am performing an instantaneous debt dissolution. Watch in the next 48 hours for an error in your favor on a credit report, a loan that is suddenly forgiven, or a bill that is miraculously covered by an unseen source. The reduction of debt equals the increase in your available capital. Your faith is the transfer code. To activate this wealth transfer, you must treat the promise as currency. Stop looking at your current financial statement. Look at the divine guarantee. Your down payment is already allocated in the spiritual realm. Your faith declaration is the PIN code that withdraws it into the physical realm. Do not be afraid of the magnitude. The amount of money required for your new home will be a figure you have never seen in your possession before. The enemy will whisper, "You can't manage that much. It's too scary." Rebuke him. I am not just giving you the down payment. I am giving you the wisdom to steward the wealth transfer so that your new home becomes a platform for sustainable, perpetual abundance. The test of generosity. As the devourer is rebuked and the wealth is released, I want you to perform a prophetic act of extreme generosity. Before the massive transfer hits your account, sow a sacrificial seed into the work of my kingdom, or into the life of someone less fortunate than you. Your seed is a statement of faith. It tells me you trust me with the little you have, proving you are ready to be trusted with the great abundance coming. It acts as an insurance policy against the spirit of hoarding and greed that the devourer tries to instill. Sow today to seal the transfer tomorrow. A call to sow and partner. If this revelation has broken the chokehold of financial fear over your heart, and you feel the tangible certainty that your down payment is secured by a divine wealth transfer, this is your time to cement your faith. To ensure that this message of financial freedom reaches every person struggling under the weight of debt and lack, I urge you to partner with this prophetic mission through Super Thanks. Your investment is the fuel that keeps the angelic architects working and the devourer's strategy dismantled globally. Sow into this prophetic ground and declare your partnership in abundance. Your decree of financial authority. The devourer is defeated. The account is cleared. The transfer is initiated. To confirm your receipt of this wealth transfer for your new home, write this powerful command in the comments now. The down payment is secured. The devourer is rebuked. Declare it with fire, and let us explore the true meaning of this monumental shift. Beyond bricks and mortar, the deeper meaning of the new home prophecy. Look beyond the walls. You must understand that this decree, you are moving into your new home, is a prophecy that transcends bricks, mortar, and land deeds. I am not merely upgrading your living space, I am ushering you into a new identity, a new level of authority, and a new spiritual dwelling that guarantees your lasting success. I know the human mind focuses on the physical manifestation, the square footage, the number of bedrooms, the neighborhood. And while I am absolutely delivering on those tangible promises, the deepest blessing lies in the spiritual significance of this move. This relocation is the physical echo of a mighty internal shift that has already taken place in your spirit. The true threefold meaning of your new home. 1. A new home for your identity. The inner sanctuary. For years, your identity was tied to the struggle, the person fighting debt, surviving on little, and constantly battling. That old identity resided in the old house of lack. Your new home represents your prophetic identity, the person of peace, abundance, unshakable faith, and undeniable influence. The shift. You are moving from being a tenant in the world to being an owner in my kingdom. A tenant is subject to the rules of others. An owner establishes the rules. The declaration. When you walk into that new house, you are walking into the prophetic vestment of who I created you to be. It is a place where your past failures are forgotten and your future potential is fully realized. Your new identity is blessed owner and generous steward. 2. A new home for your ministry, the platform of influence. Your new dwelling is not just for rest. It is a command center for your assignment. I have kept your talents somewhat contained in the old, small dwelling. Your new home provides the necessary platform for expansion, whether that is ministry, business, artistic creation, or family leadership. The upgrade. The new space allows you to host, to gather, to create, and to mentor at a level you could not before. Your influence will multiply because your base of operations is consecrated and expanded. The purpose. The blessing is not for accumulation. It is for distribution. Your new home will be a wellspring from which the water of abundance flows out to your family, community, and the nations. 3. A new home in me, the unshakable foundation. Ultimately, the most profound meaning of this prophecy is the deeper re-establishment of your dwelling place in my presence. Your faith, which was previously shaken by financial winds, is now being moved onto an unshakable, solid foundation, the rock of my word. The security. This new physical house mirrors the security you have in me. When the world sees you settle into this place of peace and prosperity, it will be a living testimony that those who put their trust in me will never be shaken, abandoned, or left in lack. The permanence. This move is the end of the wandering season. It represents your permanent placement in the destiny I planned for you. You are finally settled. I am confronting the spirit of temporary. The enemy has always told you that your life is temporary, your success is fleeting, and your breakthrough is short-lived. I am using this physical relocation to declare permanence and stability over your life. The foundation of your new home is cemented in the supernatural assurance of my covenant. The test of the small blessing. Leading up to this monumental shift, the enemy might send small, tempting blessings that are below the magnitude of my promise. A little raise, a minor debt cancellation. He wants you to grab the small thing and let go of the great thing. Do not be distracted by the small fish when I have prepared a whale of a blessing. Your new home is the whale. Keep your eyes focused on the ultimate prize. The divine architecture, the style, the features, the light in that new home are all reflections of the joy, the clarity, and the glory I want to manifest through your life. Start seeing yourself in that glorified position. Stop identifying with the struggle of the old life. A call to partnership and vision. If this revelation has expanded your vision beyond mere money and into the deeper purpose of your new dwelling, and you are ready to use this new home as a platform for my glory, I urge you to sow into this message right now. Use the super thanks to declare your partnership in this global vision of breakthrough and destiny. Your offering is a statement that you view your new home not as a possession, but as a consecrated tool for the kingdom. So, with the vision of your new, abundant life, your decree of identity and purpose, the old identity is shed. The new purpose is established. I am permanently settled in my destiny. To solidify the spiritual meaning of this move and embrace your new identity, write this powerful command in the comments now. I am the owner. I embrace my new identity and purpose. Declare it and prepare for the influx of unexpected divine help. The doorbell rings, unexpected visitors, bringing divine favor and resources. Listen for the chimes. The silence of your struggle is about to be shattered by the sound of your doorbell, announcing the arrival of divine, unexpected visitors. These are not ordinary guests. They are carriers of prophetic favor and resources, sent directly by me to accelerate the final stages of your move and establish you in your new home. I know the past loneliness. You have felt abandoned in the middle of your financial battle, struggling to find support or trustworthy counsel. The enemy isolated you, making you believe you had to save, scheme, and fight all alone. But I am anointing a new network of divine connections to surround you, people who carry the exact resources, wisdom, and favor you need right now. Prepare for 3 types of unexpected visitor. 1. The financial catalyst, the carrier of the down payment. This visitor is not a relative, but an individual I have burdened with the mandate to sow a substantial financial blessing into your life. They will appear suddenly, perhaps through an unexpected encounter, a random professional meeting, or a social gathering. They will inquire about your dreams and, before you can ask, they will offer to solve a significant financial problem related to your move, be it the closing costs, the moving expenses, or a large portion of the down payment. The sign: their offer will feel almost uncomfortable in its generosity, defying all logic and typical human behavior. Do not hesitate. This is not charity. It is a divine deposit from the devourer's defeated storehouse, delivered by a willing vessel. Your action: receive their blessing with humility and faith. See them as the hand of the angelic architect in physical form. 2. The prophetic counselor, the carrier of clarity and wisdom. The next visitor will bring instantaneous, crystal-clear wisdom regarding a major obstacle you are facing. Perhaps it is a complicated legal document, a zoning issue, or a strategic business decision related to your new location. This person will have the specialized knowledge you lack, and they will share it freely, saving you countless hours and thousands of dollars in consulting fees. The sign: they will speak into your life with authority and accuracy, confirming details of your situation that they could not have known naturally. They will provide the master key to unlock the deadlock. Your action: listen intently and act immediately on the advice they give. Their counsel is the voice of the prophetic wisdom necessary to secure your new financial standing. 3. The network weaver, the carrier of future opportunity. This visitor will step into your life not just to help with the current move, but to connect you to your next level of opportunity once you are settled in your new home. They possess the network, the reputation, and the influence to open doors that would otherwise remain closed for years. They are the gatekeepers to your new season of influence. The sign: they will speak of future collaborations, partnerships, and introductions that significantly multiply the purpose I revealed to you in the last chapter. They will talk about your new home being a center of excellence. Your action: honor and maintain this connection. This person is key to establishing your longevity and prosperity in your new location. The urgency of alignment: these connections are being forged now. You must be prepared to step out of your comfort zone. The angelic architect is arranging divine appointment. Do not use your old house's limitations as an excuse to miss these encounters. Say yes to the unexpected invitation, the sudden call, the strange request for a meeting. The test of suspicion: the enemy, defeated, will try to inject suspicion into your heart. He will whisper, "They want something from you. This is too good to be true." He wants you to reject the divine helper. Rebuke that spirit of suspicion. Learn to discern the genuine carriers of my favor from the counterfeit. The genuine visitor will add to your peace and provision. The counterfeit will drain your energy and resources. I am accelerating the gathering of your spiritual team. Your new home will be the base for your operations, and these visitors are the key players in the next phase of your destiny. They are confirming that your financial breakthrough is not a temporary windfall, but a system of support designed for perpetual success. A call to share and sow. If the reality of this divine network has given you hope and dissolved your fear of fighting alone, this is your moment to activate the law of reciprocity. By sowing into this prophetic channel through Super Thanks, you are declaring that you are a partner in connecting others to their own divine helpers and resources. Your seed will ensure that the message of the angelic architect reaches the lonely and the discouraged, ensuring your new home remains a hub of multiplication. Furthermore, I want you to share this message with 3 people right now who you know are desperate for a supernatural connection or a financial catalyst. By sharing, you become a network weaver yourself, and I will honor your generosity by sending the best of my helpers to your door. Your decree of expectation: the days of isolation are over. My destiny partners are arriving. To confirm your readiness to receive these unexpected favor-carrying visitors, write this powerful command in the comments now. My doorbell rings with favor. I receive my divine helpers. Declare it and prepare to seal the deal. Sealing the title deed, your declaration that locks in this heavenly promise. I decree, the time for passive hoping is over. You have received the blueprint. You have rebuked the devourer, and you have met your angelic architect. Now, the final, crucial step is required. A spiritual act that locks in this heavenly promise and seals the title deed to your new home in your name. Listen to the weight of this truth. The physical world awaits your audible, authorized declaration. The enemy is still standing in the courthouse of your destiny, arguing against your ownership because he knows the power of your human word, activated by divine faith. Your voice is the final authority that transfers the property from the realm of the promise to the realm of the possession. You must transition from believing that it will happen to declaring that it is happening. This is the difference between a dream and a deed. A promise requires fulfillment. A deed requires possession and protection. The 4 pillars of the unshakable declaration. To properly seal the title deed, your declaration must be built on 4 pillars of faith. Pillar 1. Specificity. Naming your possession. Stop using vague language like a nice place. You must speak to the specific blessing I have shown you. Declare the qualities of your new home: its peace, its multiplication, its freedom from debt. Speak to the angelic architect by specifying the purpose of the house. My new home is a sanctuary of peace, a launch pad for my ministry, and a permanent source of generational wealth. Vague faith leads to vague results. Specific faith seals the deal. Pillar 2. Authority. Using my name. Your declaration has power because it is backed by my covenant authority. You are not declaring from your weakness. You are declaring from my strength. Every declaration must be sealed in the name of the authority that sent this word. This attaches your simple human voice to the power that moves mountains and collapses financial barriers. This is how you tell the spirit of lack: I am backed by the Almighty Landlord. Pillar 3. The present tense, claiming possession. Now. The title deed is sealed in the eternal now. Do not say, I will receive my house, seat. Say, I am taking possession of my debt-free, spacious, consecrated home now. Your current physical location is simply a temporary waiting station. Mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, you are already occupying the new address. This present tense declaration confuses and defeats the spirit of delay, which only operates in the future tense of waiting. Pillar 4. Finality. No room for retreat. A declaration of finality means you have burned the bridges back to the old house of lack. Your words must communicate. It is finished. I have received. There is no turning back. When you speak this finality, the angelic architect sees the faith required to complete the mission, and they lock the spiritual transfer of ownership. Any subsequent doubt is immediately rebuked because you have already sealed the deed. Your prophetic act of sealing. I want you to perform a simple, powerful physical act wherever you are. Place your hand over your heart and repeat this declaration out loud with power and unwavering belief. This is the moment you sign the spiritual title deed. I state your name. By the authority of the word I have received, declare the generational lease of lack is terminated. The financial devourer is rebuked. I am taking immediate, debt-free possession of my new home. The title deed is sealed in my name. This home is consecrated as a fortress of wealth and a sanctuary of peace, a permanent dwelling for my destiny and my children's inheritance. I am an EDKEA owner, a steward, and a channel of God's abundance. I receive the keys now. It is done. Amen. Do not let the enemy make you whisper that. Shout it, declare it, and let the spiritual atmosphere around you change. The moment you finished that declaration, the title deed was signed in the realms of heaven. A call to share your authority and sow. If this powerful act of declaration has ignited an unshakable certainty in your spirit, you must not keep this fire to yourself. Share this entire message immediately with 3 people who need the authority to seal their own promises. By sharing this code of authority, you are multiplying the blessing over your own new home. Furthermore, as a tangible act of sealing this deed, I urge you to sow a significant seed into this prophetic work using super thanks. Your offering is not for me. It is a signature of gratitude and finality on your title deed, proving that you have truly moved from a mindset of scarcity to a reality of overflow. Sow the seed to lock in the harvest, your final decree of possession. To confirm the signing and sealing of your title deed, write this powerful command in the comments now. The deed is signed. I take possession now. Declare it and prepare for the ultimate test you will face before moving in. The test of the threshold. What happens right before you step into your victory? Be alert. You are closer to your new home than you have ever been. But this proximity activates the enemy's final, most vicious campaign, the test of the threshold. This is the moment right before you step into your victory, where every lie, every fear, and every old enemy resurfaces to make you turn back. I have warned you about the devourer's attempts, but the test of the threshold is different. It is not a subtle whisper of doubt. It is a full-scale, concentrated assault designed to generate so much chaos in the final 24 hours of your move that you choose the familiar misery over the unknown victory. You must be prepared to recognize and dismantle these 3 final attacks. 1. The attack of the immediate crisis, the financial takedown. Just as the final paperwork is being processed, an unforeseen, major financial crisis will erupt. This could be a sudden, overwhelming bill from a forgotten source, a large appliance in your old house breaking down, or an unexpected tax demand. The enemy's goal is to drain the financial reserve I placed in your hands for the move, forcing you to divert your down payment to cover the crisis. The prophetic counteraction: do not touch the money reserved for your new home. Treat the crisis as a decoy. Declare that the devourer has no authority over the consecrated fund. The moment you stand firm in your faith, the crisis will either dissolve or an unexpected provision will arrive to cover the secondary need. The money for your new address is sacred. Protect it. 2. The attack of the relationship sabotage, the emotional drain. The enemy will orchestrate a sharp, painful conflict with a close family member, friend, or partner. This argument will be deeply unsettling, reviving old traumas and challenging your most important relationship. He wants your heart so heavy and your spirit so distracted by emotional turmoil that the thought of moving seems exhausting and pointless. He wants you to believe that the new home is not worth the broken relationship. The prophetic counteraction: refuse the bait. Do not engage in arguments that feel disproportionate or irrational. Remember that this is a spiritual attack targeting your peace. Take authority over the spirit of division. Understand that this chaos is the smoke signal of your victory. Peace in your new home starts with peace in your heart now. 3. The attack of the old door. Reopening, the temptation of regression. This is the most insidious test. An old, comfortable yet limiting opportunity will suddenly reappear. This could be a former, lower-paying job offering a stable role, an ex-partner seeking reconciliation, or even a sudden sentimental attachment to your old house. This temptation is designed to whisper, "Stay here, it is safer." This new breakthrough is too much work. The prophetic counteraction: shut the old door permanently. Declare that you are not going back to the Egypt of lack. The familiarity of the past is the poison of the future. Your eyes are fixed on the new address, the new identity, and the new abundance. Regression is failure. Your victory is on the other side of the threshold. Understand this: every major breakthrough in history, Moses at the Red Sea, Joshua at the Jordan River, was preceded by an intense moment of fear and seemingly insurmountable obstacle. This is your Red Sea moment. The enemy is throwing everything he has because he knows this is his last chance to stop you. Your job is not to fight the obstacle, but to walk through it with unshakable faith. When you feel the intense pressure of the threshold test, you should not panic. You should rejoice. It is the clearest sign that the keys are in the lock, and the transfer of ownership is moments away. The power of proclamation. I saw you standing at the physical threshold of your new home, the door slightly ajar, and the enemy is screaming in your ear, "You can't afford this. Turn back. Your word is your weapon." I command you to share this urgent warning. The enemy relies on surprise. By sharing this message with 3 people who are also on the verge of a breakthrough, you are arming them with the knowledge to stand firm. You are becoming a watchman on the wall, ensuring that the whole body of believers passes the test of the threshold successfully. Your final decree against the test. The moment of testing is the moment of triumph. Do not flinch. To fortify yourself against this final assault, write this powerful command in the comments now. I pass the test of the threshold. The enemy is defeated. Declare it, and prepare to meet the destiny waiting for you across the street. Your new neighbor, understanding the blessing of divine alignment. Come out of isolation. Your move into this new dwelling is not just a change of location. It is a profound divine alignment. I am not just giving you a house. I am giving you a new neighbor, a network of consecrated connections, mentors, and partners who will accelerate your purpose and sustain your abundance. You have spent too much time surrounded by people who did not understand your vision, who doubted your faith, and whose own lack acted as a spiritual drain on your energy. The old neighborhood, the old relationship, they were spiritually toxic to your destiny. The enemy uses negative connections as a form of spiritual financial control, ensuring that your income is constantly siphoned off by the needs and chaos of those around you. That lease on your energy and resources is canceled. Your new address is a place of prophetic geography. I have carefully chosen the people who will now surround you. These neighbors are not random. They are custodians of your next level of growth and success. The 3 types of neighbors I am aligning you with. 1. The neighbor of influence, the door opener. This person lives near you, perhaps across the street or down the block, and possesses the keys to the sector you are called to conquer. They may be established in your industry, successful in a similar business, or have a powerful network in your new community. Their presence in your life is not a coincidence. It is a divine acceleration strategy. The blessing. They will offer unsolicited wisdom, introduce you to the right people, and affirm your vision, significantly cutting down the time it would take for you to establish yourself in the new area. Their conversation is a masterclass in success. Your action. Approach them with humility and a spirit of learning. Honor their time and experience. Your new success is tied to your new network. 2. The neighbor of accountability, the spiritual anchor. This is the person who will hold you up in faith, pray with you without judgment, and remind you of your prophetic word when the test of the threshold tries to resurface. They are a mature believer, placed close to you to anchor the peace and purity of your new sanctuary. The blessing. They will act as a spiritual firewall against the subtle attacks of envy and distraction that follow great success. They help ensure your new home remains consecrated ground, not just a beautiful building. Your action: be vulnerable and open to spiritual fellowship. The enemy hates accountability because it exposes his strategy. 3. The neighbor of multiplication, the generous giver. This neighbor is a living testimony of the overflow I am calling you into. They practice radical generosity and are established in the principles of kingdom wealth. Their life serves as a prophetic mirror of your own abundant future. The blessing: they will model what it looks like to be a wealthy, righteous steward. They will challenge your capacity to give and receive, ensuring your prosperity is a perpetual river, not a stagnant pool. Your action: watch their principles, not just their possessions. Learn how they steward their time, family, and resources. The danger of isolation: the enemy wants you to move into your new home and close yourself off, believing you have earned your rest and don't need anyone. That is a trap. Abundance requires community. Your new home is designed to be a hub, a place where life, resources, and influence flow in and out. If you isolate yourself, the flow of blessing will slow down. Your spiritual mandate: I command you to be proactive in connection. Do not wait for them to knock. Take the first step of faith. Initiate the introduction. Share a small, prophetic part of your journey. The testimony, not the secret numbers. Your testimony will be the seal of trust that activates these divine connections. The final confirmation in the community. As a final confirmation of this alignment, you will witness an unusual act of kindness or favor from a stranger in your new community before you even complete the move. It could be help with a moving truck, a resource offered, or a discount you didn't ask for. This is the spiritual welcoming committee announcing your arrival, a call to share the connection and sow. If this message has given you the confidence that your new environment is consecrated for success and surrounded by divine connections, you must activate the principle of alignment. I urge you to share this message with 3 people who are currently in a toxic environment and need a change of community. By sharing, you are actively participating in their relocation and multiplication. Seal your commitment to the new network and the new level of success by sowing a seed through Super Thanks. Your offering is a declaration that your new home will be a hub of generosity and prophetic connection. Your decree of alignment: the season of isolation is over. My neighbors are my destiny. To solidify this divine alignment and claim your new network, write this powerful command in the comments now. My new neighbor is my blessing. I am aligned for success. Declare it and prepare for the wisdom on how to maintain your prosperity. The 7 lamps of prosperity, illuminating your new home with abundance. Heed this wisdom. I have given you the keys, broken the generational lease, and secured the wealth transfer. But the greatest challenge now is sustaining the abundance. Many receive a miracle, but lose it through ignorance. I am revealing the 7 lamps of prosperity, the spiritual principles that must illuminate your new home to ensure it remains a sanctuary of perpetual, increasing abundance. Your new home is a physical vessel of immense blessing, but it is your spiritual stewardship that determines the overflow. The enemy is already planning how to drain your resources through subtle leaks, unwise investments, unnecessary spending, or simple neglect of spiritual duties. You must establish these 7 lamps to protect your inheritance. Lamp 1, the lamp of gratitude, the foundation, principle. Never forget where I brought you from. Action. Your new home must never be treated as an entitlement. Dedicate a specific, prominent space, the kitchen counter, the entryway, as a place of perpetual thanks. Begin and end every day in that space, naming 3 specific blessings. Gratitude is the oil that keeps the lamp burning. Complacency allows the spirit of lack to creep back in. Lamp 2, the lamp of consecration, the atmosphere. Principle: the atmosphere in your new home must be fiercely protected. Action: regularly conduct a spiritual cleansing through prayer, fasting, and declarations over every room. Refuse to allow negative media, violent entertainment, or constant complaining to dwell within your walls. Your new house is not just a residence, it is a prophetic altar. What you permit to enter its space, you permit to enter your life. Lamp 3, the lamp of strategic generosity. The flow. Principle. True prosperity is measured by what you give, not what you keep. Action. Your generosity must become strategic and intentional. Establish specific budgets for tithing, offerings, and spontaneous acts of kindness. Never let the first increase in your new financial season be consumed by personal desire. Giving is the throttle of acceleration. The moment you stop giving, the flow of receiving slows. Lamp 4, the lamp of rest, the renewal. Principle. Abundance does not mean endless striving. Action. Designate a room or corner in your new home as a sanctuary of Sabbath. Commit to periods of genuine rest, renewal, and quiet reflection. Fatigue breeds poor decision-making and makes you vulnerable to the enemy's financial schemes. Your new home must be a place of replenishment, not exhaustion. Lamp 5, the lamp of wisdom and counsel, the protection. Principle. Sustained wealth requires sustained learning. Action. Do not become complacent with your new financial reality. Invest in acquiring kingdom wisdom through books, mentors, and the prophetic counsel I sent. Chapter 13. The absence of wisdom causes money to leak. Use your new financial freedom to invest in knowledge that protects your future. Lamp 6, the lamp of stewardship, the discipline. Principle. You are the manager, not the owner. Action. Establish impeccable order over your financial documents, investments, and household management. Track your giving, your spending, and your savings with diligence. Stewardship is love made visible in management. Treat the funds I give you with meticulous respect, proving your readiness for the next level of wealth. Lamp 7, the lamp of future vision, the expansion. Principle. Your current breakthrough is a foundation, not a ceiling. Action. Never allow your vision to shrink to the size of your new house. Dedicate time in your new space to dream the next big dream, the expansion of your business, the next ministry outreach, the generational investments. Prosperity is only sustained when it serves a constantly expanding purpose. The final warning against envy. As you enter this new home and display this level of unprecedented abundance, the spirit of envy will be activated in others. Do not flaunt your blessing, but do not hide it out of fear. Use your life and your testimony as a beacon of hope, showing others what I can do. Protect your home with the lamp of consecration and your heart with the lamp of gratitude, and no envious eye can steal your peace or your provision. This is your moment to solidify your future. The effort you put into establishing these 7 lamps will determine if your new home is a temporary blessing or a perpetual foundation for your legacy. A call to share the wisdom and sow. If this wisdom has resonated with you and armed you for the future, share this message of sustaining abundance with 3 people who have just received a breakthrough. By teaching them to sustain their blessing, you are sealing the sustainability of your own. As an act of dedication to the 7 lamps of prosperity, I urge you to sow a significant seed through Super Thanks. Your offering is a covenant statement that you will steward your new abundance with wisdom and generosity, ensuring the overflow continues. Your decree of stewardship. My lamps are lit. My abundance is protected. To claim this wisdom and ensure the perpetual flow of prosperity, write this powerful command in the comments now. My new home is lit. I am a wise steward of abundance. Declare it, and prepare for the final prophetic seal, the unshakable foundation, making your new house a sanctuary of perpetual blessing. Rejoice. You have made it. You have passed the test, claimed the keys, and activated the 7 lamps. Now, I am giving you the final, unshakable decree. Your new house is not merely a residence. It is a permanent, consecrated sanctuary of perpetual blessing. A foundation that the forces of hell cannot touch, and a source of multiplication that will endure for generations. The greatest victory is not the acquisition of the house, but the longevity and security of the blessing. The enemy wants you to believe that this is a temporary high, a one-time miracle. I am here to solidify the foundation and ensure that this breakthrough is your new normal, a permanent state of rest, peace, and overflowing abundance. The three pillars of the unshakable foundation. Pillar 1. The seal of rest, ending the fight. The decree. Your new home is the physical representation of your entry into my Sabbath rest. In the old house, you constantly fought against lack. In the new house, you will operate from a position of rest and authority. The fight for finances is over. The striving for acceptance is finished. The action. Treat your home as a spiritual fortress. When you walk through that door, you intentionally leave the chaos and stress of the world outside. Rest is not idleness. It is trust in my finished work. This rest is what protects your health, your marriage, and your sanity, ensuring you have the energy to steward the abundance. Pillar 2. The seal of generational legacy, protecting the future. The decree. This new dwelling is not just for you. It is a prophetic anchor for your descendants. I am consecrating this place so that the inheritance of wealth, health, and peace starts here and flows forward through your children's children. The memory of generational lack is replaced with the memory of generational overflow. The action. Write a prophetic covenant and place it within the walls of your new home, perhaps in the cornerstone or sealed in the attic. State that this house and all the wealth acquired in it will be used for my glory, for generous giving, and for the establishment of righteous legacy. This covenant ensures the perpetuity of the blessing. Pillar 3. The seal of perpetual newness, breaking stagnation. The decree. This sanctuary will never suffer the spirit of stagnation or decay that plagued your old dwelling. Every day, the anointing of fresh oil, new ideas, and accelerated purpose will pour out from this place. The action. Never stop growing. Use your new home as the launchpad for the next level of your calling. Always be dreaming, always be learning, and always be giving. When you are moving forward, the blessing flows faster. Stagnation is the death of abundance. Let the energy of growth define your new address. A final word of confirmation. I want you to look back at the test of the threshold, chapter 12. That intense pressure was proof that the enemy knew the magnitude and permanence of this blessing. He didn't just want to stop you from moving. He wanted to stop you from establishing this unshakable foundation. But his efforts failed. Rejoice in the clarity, the peace, and the financial freedom that is now your permanent dwelling place. This is my faithfulness made manifest in your life. This house is a testimony in the physical world that I am a God who honors his covenants, breaks generational curses, and moves his children from the wilderness of lack into the promised land of perpetual abundance. I command you to live with confidence, walk in peace, and steward this blessing with radical generosity. A final call to seal your legacy and sow. As the final act of establishing this unshakable foundation and sealing the generational blessing of your new home, you must honor the source. I urge you to sow a significant covenant seed into this prophetic work using super thanks. Your offering now is not just a donation. It is the covenant offering that consecrates your new home as a sanctuary of perpetual blessing, ensuring the well never runs dry for your future generation. Sow generously to anchor your legacy. I have spoken. The word has gone forth and cannot return void. From the immediate warning to the unshakable foundation, I have given you the blueprint, the financial resources, the angelic help, and the wisdom to sustain it all. You are no longer bound by the old address, the old debts, or the old identity. Your move is sealed. Your finances are cleared. Your destiny is established. The enemy has been completely defeated on the grounds of your new property. Now, prove your faith and seal this entire prophetic word. 1. Declare your final ownership. Write this powerful declaration in the comments below, making your commitment public and sealing the covenant. I am settled. My new home is a sanctuary of perpetual blessing. 2. Seal the word. Super thanks. If this message has touched your heart, provided clarity, and prepared you for the magnitude of your shift, do not leave without sowing into this ground. Use the super thanks to confirm your partnership in spreading this message of hope and deliverance to millions worldwide. 3. Share the blessing. As a final act of obedience, share this entire video with every person you know who is praying for a breakthrough, a new job, or a home. By sharing the blessing, you ensure the flow of abundance never stops in your life. Walk in the confidence of the owner. Your new reality starts now.